Hi everyone, I'm going to share with you this little mini album that I made using Tim Holtz technique for making I think he called it a W book, using one piece of paper and some tissue tape for binding. So I'm going to share with you the one that I made, but I'm not going to talk a whole lot about how the book itself is made because Tim, on his most recent blog, well, it was his most recent one as of yesterday, which would have been February 13th. I don't know what day, he might have posted it on the 12th, but anyways, Tim Holtz's blog has a really good tutorial step-by-step of how to make these books, and I saw it and I was really excited and wanted to try it, so I basically copied exactly the way that he did it, and then I just am going to share with you the final product, which shows how I went about embellishing it. And for the front cover, so I'll just start by telling you what I used. So I used Tim Holtz's Lost and Found stack. This is the first time I've used it. I've had this paper for a while and I haven't had a chance to use it yet. And I used this tissue tape. I don't know what it's called because I threw away the packaging, but he has a couple different ones. This is the one with numbers, letters, and it looks like tickets and stuff on one of them. So that's the tissue tape I used, and I was a little apprehensive about binding a book with tissue tape because it's so easily torn and ripped, and you'll see I ended up using a whole lot of layers of tissue tape to bind this book because it kept opening and just kind of coming apart. And then what I ended up doing was using terrifically tacky tape, the very, very thin kind. I think it's 1/8 of an inch, and just kind of use that to keep the tissue tape down. So I'm not sure how this is going to hold up in the long run, but I thought I'd give it a try. It's already starting to tear a little bit, like right there. I don't know if you can see that. I'm using my video camera again, so the quality might be quite low. I hope that it turns out okay because I don't have batteries for my better camera. So anyways, I pretty much lifted the whole front cover from the little one that Tim had done. So I used an adage ticket and I stapled it on like he did. He used a smaller one than I used. I just used what I had. And this is a stamp from, I think this is Fancy Pants, their calendar set. And I just colored it in with, I stamped it in black and then I colored in the heart with red. And then I'm not sure if you can tell, but I just I opened up my Glimmer Mist, the Pearl Glimmer Mist. So it's the clear kind that just has, it just has white glimmer to it. And I just painted it with a paintbrush. I opened up the bottle and I painted it with a paintbrush right over where the wings were, just to give them a bit of glimmer. And I'm not sure if that's showing up, but it glimmers anyways. I just took one of these, I forget even what these are called, these little tokens from Tim Holtz, and I didn't bother attaching it with anything because this ribbon covers it. And then this ribbon is American Crafts ribbon that came in a Scarlet Lime kit that I got a couple months back, and I've been using it in bits, but I still have quite a bit left. And so on Tim Holtz's one, he had a different kind of similar rose ribbony type stuff, so I just used my Adirondack color wash and I used it in cranberry and I sprayed it, and then it was looking quite red and I was happy with the color, but it was taking a while to dry, so I used my heat gun and it turned kind of purple, and that's kind of cool. It wasn't the color I was going for, but I kind of like how it turned out. I think it just kind of, because this fabric is so sensitive, I think, or delicate, I think it just singed the edges and turned the color a little bit. Maybe it would have turned that color as it dried anyways, I don't know. But anyways, this is my cover. I basically almost exactly copied everything that was on the front of Tim's cover. And I've already put the pictures in this one, so you can see what my mini albums look like when they're all done. This is a Seven Gypsies little tag from this package here. It's these little tags, what are they called? Mini ephemera. So this is one of those, and I just distressed the edges. And for this mini album, everything that I distressed, I used frayed burlap first around the edges, and then I went back with worn lipstick. So those are the two colors that I used for distressing. And then I just cut out a bit of craft paper and made some journaling strips, laughing, loving, playing together. And then these and several other stickers that I used are from this stickers pack, which is from Glitz. And this one came in another Scarlet Lime kit, and I've just been trying to use up some of the leftover ones. So that's where this little ruler came from, and you'll see that I use a couple of other stickers. And what I did was I made all of the pictures be 2.3 by 2.3, and then I made the mats 2.5 by 2.5. I just made 7 or 8 of these black mats, and then I ran them all through my Distress It All just to make the edges really shaggy. And that's about it. So in this first pocket I have, and I used just my circle punch to get a little pocket. I used this one. And I put another one of those mini ephemera tags from Seven Gypsies, and I just kind of distressed the edges and rolled one of the edges. And then I used a ATC stamp here that says fly in the definition of fly. I didn't stamp it very well, but I don't really care. And then I stapled this picture here of my daughter with the dog and put best buddies. I just hand wrote all my journaling on this one. So that's in there. It's the first pocket. And then this page here, again, just the same matting technique that I used on all of the pictures will be the same. And then this is butterfly that I stamped, that I punched out with my Martha Stewart butterfly punch. I haven't put anything away yet, so I'm just going to show all my supplies as I talk about them. So that's this punch here, which I just got, loving it. And so I just punched it out of, this is one of the other papers in that Tim Holtz stack, and I really liked the brighter pinky colors because the mini album doesn't really have, like the background pages don't have much color. So I punched it and then I put glossy accents on it. I don't know if you can tell that, if you can see, but, and then I punched the little ones, I glossy accented them as well. And then this is just the, I used my scallop punch, but I decided not to use the scalloped edge, but I used the leftover edge. And then this stuff here is what I cut away from this. This is very thick, and so after I dyed it, I cut off the extra edge and I just hung on to it, and I used it in a few spots throughout the mini album. So that's what this little strip of meshy stuff is. Okay, and then these are all stickers from that sticker set from Glitz. So the next page, I have a little journaling spot from Jelly Bean Soup, these ones, and I just wrinkled it up and distressed it and wrote some journaling. It says, these two girls never fail to help each other out, sharing even when they don't want to, and caring for each other every day. And then I put another one of those butterflies with a little butterfly trail. That's just some leftover bling from another package, and more of the Glitz Designs sticker pack. And then in this little pocket, I have, this is another one of those mini ephemera tags that it was actually too long, it was sticking out, and I didn't want anything to stick out, so I just tore off the bottom of it and I used it elsewhere in the mini. And then this is a Prima artisan flower, and then I punched 2 other flowers from that same Tim Holtz paper using these 2, which I usually use for poinsettias, but I used them on this one. And then I had a bling center, but I found I'm trying to keep this mini album as flat as possible, so I took off the bling and I just hole punched a little piece of paper and drew some circles around it, and I also doodled on the edges of the punched flowers just to kind of bring them out. It says, playing Barbies with cousin Kyra is always a treat. And then there's a picture of the girls playing Barbies together on the back. And I just left the torn edge there. So that one goes in there. So then this is the next page. It says, Livy style. So this is my daughter Olivia with her stylin' hat that she wore all fall. And this one is just plain matte, and I just ran a piece of twine around it and tied it in a knot. And these are some Making Memories letter stickers. These came in a clearance pack, like a whole bunch of Making Memories materials all came together, and these were in there, and I might not have ever picked these. They were just in the grab bag, but I really love them for this mini because, again, it's a bit of sparkle and a bit of color for this one. And then I use these Glitz Teeny Alpha Red Block stickers for the word style. And then for these two little hearts here, I actually punched those using this hole punch, which is by, I think, EK Success. And I punched it out of one of these little pieces of ephemera from the Seven Gypsies pack. And then I just lined it with black marker and stuck it on because I'm trying to go for, and then there's another piece of that purple mesh from the flower ribbon. So I'm trying to be as flat as possible. And I hear my supper beeping upstairs, so I'm going to be fast. This is just plain matted pictures with pieces of Tim Holtz film strip ribbon. And I love this ribbon, but I never know how to use it, and I don't know how to affix it. I used glue dots, and I don't think that's the right thing to use, but I did use them. You can see a bit of goop there, and a bit of goop there, but I think overall you can't really notice it, but looking for a better way. So if anybody knows how to affix this stuff, I do like that it kind of keeps its curviness, so I do like just affixing it here and there, but I think I need a different method. Maybe I should have stapled it or something. Anyways, here's the next tag. It's another one of those mini ephemera pieces. I just crumpled it up and distressed it with those two types of ink that I already told you, the worn lipstick and the frayed burlap. Then there's a picture of my dog Charlie, who's the best dog ever. There's no doubting it. Isn't he adorable? Oh my God, he's so sweet. He's a Cocker Spaniel. Oh, he's just adorable. And then there's Sophie being her little mischievous self. I love that look. She gets that look a lot. It means she's up to no good. Okay, and then this is Sweet Sophie. So each kid got their own little special page with their name on it, and I used the same letter stickers for both of them. And this is the bottom piece of this tag right here. So this is the part that I ripped off. I just put her name on there. And that is it, and it was really easy. You know what? I made this in one day. Well, I put the album together last night while I was watching TV, just like the basic album with no embellishments on it, and then I just embellished it today. And like, I never do a mini album this quickly. I'm the kind of person, it takes me months to do a mini album. So I love this, and my dinner is beeping upstairs, so I'm gonna go. But I love this, and wanted to share it with everybody. So check out Tim Holtz's blog. I think I'll post the link down below. I don't know how to do that. I'm not good at this. Down there. Okay, so check out Tim Holtz's blog and try his little mini album, and see if you can come up with a binding that works. I'm gonna, maybe if this doesn't work out, I'll let you know. But I put lots of layers and I reinforced it with terrifically tacky tape, so hopefully it will hold up. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.